Today we're discussing a ridiculous fitness myth that needs to be explained and put straight. People think that by simply doing the right ab exercises and workouts, they will lose fat and get a flat, toned stomach. Crunches and ab workouts will not give you a toned, flat stomach. It is for sure not as simple as that, so stay with me and I'll explain exactly why this doesn't work, what you need to be doing instead to get faster results, and at the end, I'll share a little secret exercise that when done right can help you tighten and flatten your stomach in less than 5 minutes a day. First of all, let me explain briefly how fat loss actually works, because so many of you don't understand this. And it is a huge reason why you're not progressing. Let's talk about a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit is when you consume fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight on a daily basis. For example, if your body needs 2,000 calories a day to stay the same weight, if you eat around 1,800 calories, this puts you into a deficit. This is when your body starts burning stored fat for energy, which results in weight loss. Likewise, if you consume more calories than your body needs on a daily basis, your body will store those excess calories as fat. But here's where it gets tricky. The quality of the calories you consume does matter as well. A diet filled with whole, nutrient-dense foods is far more effective than a diet full of processed junk and sugary foods, even if the calories you're consuming are the same. Either way, you will still burn fat if you're in a caloric deficit. Eating a diet high in nutrient-dense foods will help you reduce cravings, snacking, bloating, inflammation, water retention, which all makes weight loss so much easier. Highly processed foods cause fluctuating sugar levels. It really messes with your moods, your sleep patterns, stress levels, which all contribute to fat gain. These foods are far more caloric dense, which can easily lead to overeating and ultimately exceeding your daily caloric requirement. To maintain a caloric deficit sustainably, focus on foods that help keep you full for longer, like protein, high fibrous vegetables, and healthy fats. These give you energy, will fuel your workouts, and control your hunger. Alright, now let's talk about the role of muscle in fat loss, because so many of you do not know how helpful building muscle can be when it comes to boosting your metabolism and losing fat. Muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue. So the more muscle you have, the more calories your body will burn throughout the day, even when you're resting and doing nothing. This is why regular strength training is so beneficial for boosting metabolism and burning fat. I talk about this so often in my videos because I really need you to know just how much this can help you. Incorporate strength and resistance training in your routine 2 to 3 times weekly. This will help you build muscle, increase your metabolic rate, and enhance your body's ability to burn fat more efficiently. Plus, it's a key part to creating that toned, defined look that so many of us are looking for. So it's fair to say that crunches and ab exercises in general are a form of resistance training. So why will this alone not help us burn fat on our belly? Ab exercises are excellent for strengthening, building, and toning muscle. But doing this alone without focusing on nutrition can't burn fat and get you a flat stomach. This is because when you're doing these exercises, you're working the muscles that are underneath the fat. You're not working the fat. Yes, all exercise burns calories, which can contribute to fat loss, but unless you're in a caloric deficit, you won't be tapping into those fat stores during your workouts. So all you'll be doing is toning and building the muscle, which is fantastic, but you won't be able to reveal a flat stomach or those abs underneath if you're in a caloric excess. Another belief people have is that they think they can reduce fat from one particular part of their body only. This is also known as spot reduction. If we could do this, it would be fantastic, but unfortunately, science has proven that this is not how it works. Fat loss happens evenly across the body when you burn more calories than you consume. You cannot target one specific area of your body through exercise and lose fat in that area only. Doing hundreds of crunches a day will definitely make your abs stronger, and you will likely have a six-pack underneath, but they will always stay hidden if your body fat percentage is too high. So does this mean ab exercises are useless? No, absolutely not. They are necessary and should be a regular part of your workout routine. But, and this is important, you must combine this with a well-balanced diet, and most importantly, a caloric deficit to lose fat. You need to consume less calories than you burn on a daily basis and perform regular exercise. This is the key to fat loss. You will not do it through exercise alone. All right, if you made it to the end, I'm now going to share with you this one exercise that can help you tighten and flatten your stomach in a few minutes a day, providing your diet is on point and you are consuming less calories than you consume if you need to lose fat. This exercise has been around forever, but so many of you have never heard of it. So I want to share it with you today because it's extremely helpful. Anyone can do it. You can do it seated. It is best done standing, bending over a bench or a table. Here we go. Feel free to try this with me as I demonstrate. First of all, let all of the air out of your lungs. Now take a deep breath in and at the same time, stick your belly out. Now you're going to slowly exhale and at the same time, draw your stomach inwards, drawing your belly button backwards towards your spine, letting all of the air out. Hold this for 10 to 12 seconds. You should be able to continue to shallow breathe while doing this. Then release and relax. All right, repeat it again. Take a deep breath in and at the same time sticking your belly out. Now you're going to slowly exhale and at the same time draw your stomach all the way in, holding it for 10 to 12 seconds and then release. Okay, now let's try it bending slightly over a desk. It's exactly the same thing. All right, empty your lungs. Now inhale deep while sticking your belly out. Now exhale deeply and draw your stomach all the way back, holding for 10 to 12 seconds and release. If you can't hold it for this long to start with, that's totally okay. Just do it for 5 seconds or as long as you can, but really hold it. And then as you progress and get better at it, as you get stronger, you can hold it for longer. Aim to perform 10 to 12 reps of this daily, so doing it 10 to 12 times in a row. Again, if this is too much, start with less, maybe 5 to 10, and then you can increase it as you get better. You can take this up a level if you want to, and when you draw your belly in and hold, perform a slow twist movement with your torso to really work the side muscles. All right, guys, there you go. If you found this video helped you and you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate you liking and subscribe to stay updated with more content like this. Also, become a JCF member and gain instant access to all my home workout programs and challenges. Don't forget to check out my 21-day weight loss accelerator. This is your complete guide to losing fat and getting lean and strong from home. Thank you so much for listening and supporting, and we'll see you next time.